It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Panthers' Offensive Player of the Year. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Panthers and the Bengals under the lights on Sunday night.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Complete here. It's high. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The numbers for Mixon last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time it is a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. McLeod. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He finds McCoy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. McLeod. Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McLeod. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, McLeod. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Up the middle they go. It's Wise. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. McLeod. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And it just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. The Giants keep their postseason hopes alive as the victory runs their mark to 8-6 on the year. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Gabriel Davis, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The Etor Gross Matos there to bring him down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. This offense, Charles, where we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's McCoy. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. On 1st down. Wise. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off-play action. McLeod. He finds his man complete. That's McCoy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Okay,
so
ready?
1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wise, and he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Wise, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McLeod to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, McLeod. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now Burrow connects with Duvernay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw, Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here we go.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Burrow. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carrying into overtime.
Yeah, I do see some fans up have 2 fingers. Easy now.
They're not the ones who have to actually make that call.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now one final throw, incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Throwing, Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT.
11 mighty, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Here we go.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.